Hi, this is Ryan Kelly, Managing Editor for GEMS, the Journal of Emergency Medical Services, and I'm here with EMS10 award winner Siegfried Weinert. He is from Austria, and he's won this award for improvements in cross-border communication between Austria and the Czech Republic. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Nice to see you.
Well, it's not only communication, it's cross-border operations. We did a state treaty, we signed the state treaty in January 2016. So the state treaty was between the Czech Republic and Austria. So this state treaty is the legal framework for cooperation contracts. So because the idea behind all this cross-border cooperation is that we are able to use in Lower Austria also the Czech EMS resources, and also they can use our resources in EMS. So we want to make sure that the patient in need does not have to wait for the formal correct ambulance. He just should get the next available ambulance for help. You have to think about the cross-border area. It's countryside, less people, less towns, a very poor infrastructure, because this goes back to the time of the Cold War. Between the Czech Republic and Austria, there was the so-called Iron Curtain, and a lot of people are afraid to live in this area because they are afraid of new war, they're afraid about new occupations from the east, and so there's less people there. And we have this on both sides. So when the Iron Curtain falls and the borders are open, we have a big area in the northern part of Lower Austria and also in the south of the Czech Republic, which is, well, let's say a little bit underdeveloped. And so also the EMS services. So in 2000, Austria and the Czech Republic agreed to a first state treaty, but this state treaty was only for, well, disasters. And if you read the text of the state treaty, you get you know exactly that this could not operate properly, because in Vienna they have to do the contact via diplomatic ways to the Czech Republic. Then they have to decide, yes, we can send or we need, and so on. It's very long. So, but disasters are luckily very rare in these areas. So what we really need is the emergency operations on the daily basis. So just an incoming emergency call, and we have to react immediately to this. So in the last years, the operations went in this way. So if we get a call from the Czech side, because because using the mobiles, so sometimes people are on the Czech area, but their call reaches our dispatch center. We have to inform the border police. The Austrian border police is talking to the Czech border policeman, who is sitting on the other side of the table. He will inform in his way. I think it's going up to Prague. And then Prague is contacting a dispatch center, and the dispatch center says, yes, okay, we are coming. And so it took a long time. So what we really want is just push the button and help is on the way. Within nearly a year, we are also able to establish the cooperation contract. The cooperation contract is very, very, very important because the state treaty is only the framework. It gives the permission to the governors of Lower Austria and of the crisis of the federal states of the Czech Republic to talk to each other.
Mm.
So, because you have to imagine, we have two countries, different history, different culture, different language, different social communities, different EMS systems, different development in EMS, different laws, and a lot of things more. So in the head of the Austrian people, the Czech EMS is still riding old Skodas, you know, and there are some guys who are wearing a uniform, but they don't have any educations.
Mm.
So today the EMS service of the Czech Republic is highly educated. They have an education program on the paramedics for 4 years. They have very new ambulances, well equipped, and the paramedics are in permanent training. So they are really have a very high efficient system. But it's professional, and they are only doing the real EMS hardcore stuff. Patient transport ambulances only running by private companies.
Mm-hmm.
So in Lower Austria, the EMS service is mainly made by the Red Cross, and we have a mixed system. That means it depends on the call for the ambulance or for the resource. The ambulance is doing a patient transport, and in the next moment he is a real ambulance going to an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So and also Lower Austria is running a very high volunteer system. That means usually only during Monday to Friday from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. It's operated by paid staff. And usually during the night or on the weekends, it's on the ambulances are volunteers. So we have in Lower Austria you have a very tight net of available resources. So because we are doing the patient transport, we are doing the emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side you have the Czech system, and they don't have so much ambulances. So both systems has plus and also minus. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and when we started with the cooperation contract, we had to go to the ambulance services, which are owned by the government, operated by government, and first of all, we have to convince them that we are doing the right thing. You know, there are some also the Czech people. They don't know much about the Austrian system, and we have just to begin to get friends.
Mm-hmm.
This is the important thing. So we have also the situation that we really blow up one meeting after 5 minutes, and we said, okay, that's enough. No, we can't do that in that way. And well, like diplomatic and very informal channels, we are going back to the table and we are talking again. And for me, it was easy because I'm also a volunteer paramedic,
Mm-hmm.
and still doing my shifts. And so I asked them for ride-alongs there. So I had the possibility to get to know their systems. I go with them on the ambulances. I went with the supervisor. I went with them on the helicopter. So really get the feeling of their system. So it was more and more and more easier for the cooperation talks. And at least we found a lot of friends there. And at the moment we're at the stadium that we are starting the daily business. And we make the development on the communication systems. So I mentioned the language barrier before. Everything is running on a website, so we know exactly where the ambulances of the Czech EMS service are. The Czech communication center, dispatch center knows exactly where ours, and he don't have to pick up the phone and saying, hey, I need there and where, okay, it's there and there and there. So he really can pick up on the screen the ambulance he wants, or the doctor cars he wants, just to pick it up, put it on alert, fill in just the address and the reason of the need of the ambulance, and just hit the button, and the ambulance is going out.
Wow, that's amazing. Just by understanding one another, you really created some cooperation that's going to have some long-lasting effects.
Yeah. Okay.
Great to meet you, Siegfried.
Thank
This
you.
is Ryan Kelly from the Journal of Emergency Medical Services, and I'm here with Siegfried Weinert, who has won one of the EMS10 Innovators in EMS Awards for 2016.